According to legend, King Hung had a daughter of extraordinary beauty named Mi Nuong. The ruler of the Viet people, King Tuk, heard of her and sent envoys to propose marriage. Although King Hung considered agreeing, his advisor LAC warned him that Tuk King's true intention was to take over Văn Lang under the guise of a marriage proposal. When his proposal was rejected, King Tuk grew furious and instructed his descendants to conquer Văn Lang one day. His grandson, Thục Phán, launched several invasions against Văn Lang but was repelled by King Hung's talented generals. King Hung, believing in divine protection, became complacent. He indulged in feasts and ignored military matters. When Thuk's forces attacked again, King Hung was drunk and unprepared. The enemy advanced quickly, forcing the king to flee. He eventually committed suicide by jumping into a river. His generals surrendered, and thus, in 257 BCE, Văn Lang fell. Thục Phán then unified the land, declared himself in Dung Vong, renamed the country Âu Lạc, and established his capital at Cổ Loa. After the conquest, he quickly stabilized the kingdom, recruiting wise men and retaining many local chiefs in their positions. Although the structure of government changed little, the central authority under Dung Vong became stronger and more organized. Meanwhile, in China, Qin Shi Huang had unified the country after years of war. He then turned his ambition southward to conquer the lands of the Baihui tribes. The Qin mobilized 500,000 troops divided into 5 armies to invade these territories. In 218 BCE, General Du Thursday reached Tao, killed its chief, and pushed into Lac Viet. And Dung Vong led his people in resistance. The Âu Lạc people practiced scorched earth tactics, destroying fields and homes to deny resources to the invaders. The Qin army suffered from severe food shortages over the years. Once the Qin forces were exhausted, Âu Lạc launched counterattacks using ambushes and powerful crossbows. General Du Thursday was killed in battle, and without leadership, the Qin army fell into chaos and retreated. Sima Qian later described the army's defeat as disastrous, with soldiers starving, committing suicide, and dying along the way. Following the victory, Dung Vong's fame spread far and wide. To strengthen military defenses, he ordered the construction of the mighty Cổ Loa citadel, guarded with powerful weapons. His army trained day and night, especially in crossbow shooting. Dung Vong often observed the drills from the royal tower. At that time, the Âu Lạc crossbow became renowned as an invincible weapon, said to rival even the cavalry of the Qin. Legend says the king tried many times to build the citadel, but it always collapsed, until the golden turtle spirit appeared and guided him. The spirit left footprints around the site, and the king followed them to complete the construction. The golden turtle also gave the king one of its claws to use as a trigger for the magical crossbow. With it, a single shot could kill thousands of enemies. Around 208 to 207 BC, the Qin dynasty weakened, and China fell into turmoil. In the southern province of Nanhai, the governor Nam Gao died, and his deputy Zhao Tuo, seized power. He killed all Qin officials in Lingnan, took control of territories like Guilin and Xiong, and declared himself king of Nanyue, breaking away from the Qin. Seeking to expand his realm, Zhao Tuo attacked Âu Lạc several times but failed. Realizing military force was ineffective, he proposed peace and sent his son, Trọng Thủy, to request a marriage alliance. While acting as an envoy, Trọng Thủy met Mỵ Châu, and Dung Vong's daughter, who was known for her beauty. They fell in love, and King Dung, pleased with their bond, agreed to the marriage. Later, Trọng Thủy persuaded Mỵ Châu to show him the magical crossbow. Trusting him, she revealed the weapon. Trọng Thủy secretly sabotaged the trigger and sent word back to his father. Zhao Tuo launched a surprise attack. When the enemy approached, Dung Vong brought out the crossbow to defend his kingdom, but it no longer worked. Defeated, the king fled. In 208 BC, Zhao Tuo conquered Âu Lạc. The true dynasty remains controversial in Vietnamese history. Some scholars consider it a legitimate Vietnamese dynasty due to its independence and resistance against the Han, even annexing nearby territories. This view was supported by official histories from the Tran to Nguyen dynasties. Others argue that Zhao Tuo was a northern Chinese official under the Qin who seized southern lands, migrated Han settlers, and only declared independence after the Qin collapsed, making him a foreign invader. Thus, Dung Vong's fall marked the beginning of the first Chinese domination, Bac Thuoc, of Vietnam.